the NXT Takeover pay-per-view. It's going to be a crazy part and a crazy pay-per-view in general. We are here in Birmingham, Alabama. We're going to get this part 1 underway here right now. Alright guys, we are going to be kicking off the first part of the NXT Takeover pay-per-view with the Cruiserweight Championship matchup. Again, Ricochet is the current champ coming into it. On his way to the ring first, though, will be the #1 contender, the Brian Kendrick. Last episode of Universe Mode on NXT, we saw these two clash in tag team action. The Brian Kendrick teamed up with the NXT champion Bobby Roode, while Ricochet teamed up with Hideo Itami. Kendrick and Roode came out victorious after that brutal matchup. And I believe that Kendrick pinned Ricochet to pick up the victory. So that's 2 pinfalls Kendrick has over the current Cruiserweight champion. So if Kendrick could do that one more time, he'll become the new Cruiserweight champion. So he's going to be looking to do that here to start off things here in the pay-per-view. So Kendrick in the ring. We're going to get Ricochet out here now. The crowd fired up and ready to go for this matchup. Kendrick looks to be ready to go. Ricochet holding that title proud over his shoulder, not looking to give it up whatsoever, especially to someone like the Brian Kendrick. Again, in the first matchup we saw between these two great athletes, they put it all on the line as they always do. It's pretty much almost a classic matchup here for NXT. So Ricochet looking to put on another classic match while holding on to the title he's currently holding above his head right now. So we're going to get into this championship matchup as usual with pay-per-views here in Universe Mode. There will be 2 matches in this part and 3 parts in total. So Cruiserweight Championship Online, the Brian Kendrick, the challenger, #1 contender, looking to take away the title from current champion Ricochet. Again, with the exception of the tag team match on NXT, Ricochet has yet to be pinned here since making his debut and winning the Cruiserweight Championship. But right now, starting off this match, Kendrick in control early on, kicks to the lower back of Ricochet. Wasting no time, going for a headbutt there right to the face. Might have stunned Ricochet. Bounces off the ropes, right hands kick to the midsection by Kendrick. Champ off the ropes once again. They bump in the middle of the ring. Ricochet takes control, does the same thing right to Kendrick. Going right into a German suplex. Ricochet now with the early control. Stomp right to the back of the neck. Into a snapmare. Again, we may see moves from either or both of these guys that we don't normally see them do. Nice flip out of it there by Kendrick. Right into crucifix roll-up 1. And Ricochet kicks out. Just caught him off guard there. Big headbutt from Kendrick once again. Snap suplex there by Ricochet. And these guys just going back and forth. Hurricane Rana nicely done there by the champion. Picks up Kendrick again. A big uppercut. Nice Northern Lights suplex. Doesn't bridge into a cover. Still too early for that. Springboard. Frog splash. Doesn't completely connect there. I think he might have landed chest first on Kendrick's head. Ricochet gets to his feet quickly. Despite the slight mishap. Into an armbar. Kendrick in trouble. And we don't usually see Ricochet pull out a submission maneuver at all. but anything to retain the title looks like he will do. Big right hands from Kendrick, gets out of the submission. Damage might have already been done though. Picks up Kendrick once again, dropping him right on the ropes into a cover now. One, and Kendrick kicks out again right away. And elbows to the, oh no, twisting Kendrick around. He gets out of it. Leaping DDT by the Brian Kendrick. Ricochet trying to roll out of the ring, and he does. Oh, and Kendrick with the springboard maneuver doesn't fully connect. Takes down Ricochet. Referee starts the count already at 2. Kick right to the back of the leg by Ricochet. Count of 3. Kendrick with a reverse STO. Gets out of whatever Ricochet was trying to do to him there. Another kick right to the back of the leg. Count of 4. Sunset flip into a pin. Not going to do anyone any good there on the outside. Count of 6. Kendrick gets back in. Ricochet follows there. Quick small package roll up there by Kendrick. 1. And Ricochet kicks out again. Doesn't seem to be catching him off guard all that much. As Ricochet keeps getting out of it. Kendrick setting him up for sliced bread. Number 2 off the ropes. Into a cover now on the champion. 1, 2, and Ricochet kicks out. Kendrick can't believe it, thought he had him there. Kendrick going up top now. Oh, hits the 5-star frog splash there. Cover 1, 2, and Ricochet kicks out again. Kendrick not too pleased with the referee's call there, thought he had him again. And a big headbutt takes down Ricochet quickly. An elbow right to the knee. Chop blocked there by Kendrick. Nice quick takedown from the champion. Thought he was going for the top rope. 630 senton, but taunts instead. Gave Kendrick a moment to breathe. Backdrop suplex by the champion again. Kendrick now in perfect position for the 630, but rolls out of the ring. Ricochet could have easily put him away there, but Kendrick, the veteran, smart to move out of the way. Big right hands from Ricochet there. Takes him down. The referee's count continues. Drops the knee right on the face of his opponent there. Takes in the midsection again. Knee to the midsection there by Kendrick. Count of 5. Gets back in, throws himself out of the ring onto Ricochet, breaks the count. Or resets the count rather. Kick to the midsection once again. Tosses Ricochet back into the ring. Slice bread number 2, this time not off the ropes, into the cover. 1, 2, and Ricochet kicks out. Kendrick again desperately trying to pin the champ. 2, and Ricochet once again, twice in a matter of seconds there, kicks out. Ricochet seems to be stunned. The right hands blocks that kick. Nice arm drag reversal. Gets him into the captain's hook. Has it locked in, but Ricochet's feet were under the ropes. Kendrick falling into the cover again. 1, 2, and Ricochet kicks out once more. Big right hands, kick to the side. Kick right to the gut. A leaping drop kick there by the Brian Kendrick. Ricochet not really doing much in terms of offense there. Turns it around though into the corner. What's he gonna go for? Ricochet just waiting for Kendrick to stand back up straight. Crowd rooting for the current Cruiserweight champion. Picks him up, Northern Lights, suplex into the cover. Picks him back up. Into the Brain Buster. Nice combination there by Ricochet. Crowd definitely loved that move. Setting up Kendrick. Picks him up. Oh, and the roundhouse kick. Connects square on the face of Kendrick. 1, 2, 3, and that is it. Ricochet retains the Cruiserweight Championship. The Brian Kendrick just did not have enough there to put Ricochet away. Hit a couple slice bread number 2s. The Captain Hook had to be forced to break early. But Ricochet again is actually able to defeat Brian Kendrick. There remains the Cruiserweight champion. And Kendrick does have a rematch. So he may want to use that sometime soon. Maybe the next episode of NXT. I'm not sure quite yet. But Ricochet is still the Cruiserweight champion. He has yet to be beaten in one-on-one action since winning the title. So we're going to move on to part 1's main event. Alright guys, we are here. Main event time of part 1. If you guys are enjoying the beginning of the NXT Takeover PPV, be sure to leave a like, comment your thoughts in the comment section down below. If there is a poll above on the right hand side of the screen, participate in that. Also, let me know your thoughts on your response to the poll question. We are going to conclude part 1 of this pay-per-view with a fatal 4-way. On his way to the ring is the undefeated Aleister Black. This will actually be fatal 4-way action. And Aleister Black, since making his return to NXT, has just been going on a tear. He has not lost whatsoever. So we're going to see how well he does in this fatal 4-way. It's pretty much kind of like what we did with the main roster at Hell in a Cell. We had a fatal 4-way of 4 superstars who all have a lot of momentum coming in. So we're going to see who could just pick up a bigger head of steam here as they look to eventually earn championship opportunities. Again, with that main roster fatal 4-way is at Hell in a Cell that Elias picked up a victory. So we're going to see if maybe Aleister Black can pick up one here, continue his undefeated streak. I think as long as he does not get pinned in this matchup, or win or lose, then he's obviously still undefeated, but in one-on-one action he has yet to lose. Pretty much what we're talking about here, but we're going to see who Aleister Black's 3 opponents are for this evening. And they all have tons of momentum heading in, and by the crowd's reaction, the second person in this matchup is Drew McIntyre. He won that triple threat match last time on NXT, I believe. So Drew McIntyre, since making his NXT debut and technically WWE return, Drew McIntyre has been on a roll, pretty much been doing the same thing as Aleister Black. Again, so the match between these two alone would probably be an instant classic, to be honest. But fatal 4-way action. These 4 people with momentum wanting to pretty much one-up each other. It's going to make for a great matchup to end part 1 of the pay-per-view. So, third person in this matchup is NXT's resident monster in Lars Sullivan. Again, we haven't seen him in the last couple weeks, but when we have seen him, no, he's actually, was he in the triple threat match? I'm forgetting now. But we've only seen Lars Sullivan a handful of times as compared to everybody else. In the times that Sullivan has been in the ring, he's just been destroying competition. So he may be the man to keep an eye out for in this matchup, as he will be biggest in terms of strength, but again, not taking anything away from Aleister Black or Drew McIntyre, who are also strong in their own ways. But Lars Sullivan is a freak of nature, definitely an intimidating force to be reckoned with here tonight. We're going to see who the fourth final participant is. Sullivan ready to go doing some warm-up stretches. Fourth person in this matchup will be one of the fan favorites here in NXT, Roderick Strong. Again, he as well as everybody else has been on a roll of late. And that's been the thing I've been repeating the 5 times in this part of the video alone. Roderick Strong, Aleister Black, Drew McIntyre, and Lars Sullivan. We're going to see who can come out on top. These 4 men going to put it all on the line. Aleister Black smart to leave the ring. Sullivan notices that, goes right after the undefeated Aleister Black, who gets hit with a knee. Sullivan barely falls down. Strong and McIntyre going at it on the other side of, not in the ring actually, but by the announcer's table. Sullivan pushes that kick away and just tosses Black in the air, almost landed headfirst onto the steel ring steps. Big right hands to Aleister Black. Drew McIntyre, Roderick Strong in the ring now. Roddy whipped into the ropes, picked up into a sit-out power bomb. Aleister Black driven into the steps. And these 4 men going to destroy each other. Fatal 4 rules. Weapons are legal. There are no countouts. Again, Aleister Black into the steel ring steps. The 2 bigger men in this matchup so far dominating. Jawbreaker reversal by Aleister Black. Takedown with the STO. Lars Sullivan kick blocked and caught there. Takes down Aleister Black once again. Oh, leaping knee strike. Sullivan blocks it. Just picks him up. Oh, arm drag reversal there by Aleister Black. A leaping knee again. Takes Sullivan down. Into the pin is Roderick Strong. Aleister Black knocks the referee out. I don't think he intended to do that, but it works nonetheless. Drew McIntyre turns his attention to Sullivan on the outside, who tosses him back and backbreaker to Roderick Strong. All 4 men in the ring. Lars Sullivan picking up Drew McIntyre, picks him up for a power bomb. Kick to the midsection by Aleister Black. Big right hand. What's Strong going to do? Oh, and just dropping Black back first on the apron. All 4 men pretty much destroying each other, as we already said earlier would happen. Bulldog to Strong. Aleister Black into the ring, sitting down, not afraid of any of his opponents. Roderick Strong up to his feet, gets back into the ring. We already know the short history between Aleister Black and Roderick Strong. They put on probably the best match in NXT so far here in Universe Mode history, I'd have to say. If not the best, definitely top 3. So these guys know each other pretty darn well, if you ask me. Lars Sullivan going after Drew McIntyre still. Picks him up, going for another power bomb, and he connects. Lars with a Sullivan, wow. Lars with a jawbreaker to Aleister Black, hit from behind, roundhouse kick. Lars rolling out of the ring. Not even talking correctly right now. So much action going on. Leaping knee strike to Drew McIntyre. Roderick Strong picks up Black, drops him right onto the ropes. Now's as good a chance as any for Strong to possibly pin Aleister Black and win this matchup, and a backdrop suplex. Roddy up to the second rope. Sullivan back in, drops the elbow right on the chest. Sullivan picking up Aleister Black. Kick right to the midsection. Drew McIntyre back into the ring. Tosses Roderick Strong out. Sullivan going up top, looking for a diving headbutt, I believe. And he connects on Aleister Black. And not going into the cover, picks him up. He's going for the freak accident finisher there. Aleister Black smart to get out. Hits Lars Sullivan with the Black Mass. And that's a rope break. That was probably the best chance to put away. Lars Sullivan, full Nelson slam. Aleister Black rolling out of the ring now. If that was not a rope break, Aleister Black would have for sure knocked out Lars Sullivan and picked up a victory while the other two were preoccupied with each other outside of the ring. Oh, big forearm to Strong in the corner by Drew McIntyre. Aleister Black's back up to his feet. Into the cover. McIntyre and Black both break up Sullivan's pin attempt on Strong. Going for a headbutt is McIntyre. Picks him up, going for the Dragon Slayer submission on Drew. The taller the opponent, the more damage this does. Sullivan looking to break it up. Turns his attention back to Strong. Headbutt from behind. Just tosses him. And another Black Mass to Lars Sullivan. Everybody else knocked out. 1, 2, 3, and no! Lars Sullivan, I don't even know how. That's the second Black Mass, and he still kicks out. Leaping knee strike. Lars Sullivan rolling out of the ring. Drew McIntyre to one knee. Aleister Black sizing him up. He's tossed into the ropes. Over the head, belly to belly suplex. Strong finally up to his feet, gets back into the ring. Turns him over into the cover. Strong breaks it up before the referee could even get down on the mat completely. Sullivan launched outside by Roderick Strong. Drew McIntyre picks up Aleister Black. Hits him with the vicious headbutt. Picking him up once again. Now wrenching on the neck instead. Tilt-a-whirl powerbomb maneuver there from Roderick Strong. Black in some trouble. Lars with the cover on Strong, but Drew breaks it up. Oh, crossbody reversal by Sullivan. Picks up Drew McIntyre. Throws him into the corner. Strong still knocked out. Just tosses Drew McIntyre across the ring. Again, both men huge in stature and size. Just again, is a freak of nature there. Swinging neck breaker by Strong. Roderick Strong sentences his barricade by Aleister Black. Lars going up top for a drop kick, gets hit with a knee strike. Black in, or going for the cover. 1, 2, and Drew McIntyre kicks out Strong. Back into the ring, hit with a knee strike 2. Rolling out of the ring now. Picks him back up. Spinning back fist, kicks and strikes. Drew McIntyre blocks it. Aleister Black with yet another reversal. Sullivan is back up to his feet. Both men need to be careful. They're going right after Aleister Black. Lars going for another diving head, but this time connects. Drew McIntyre starting to move. Picks up Black once more. Takes Sullivan out. Going for a submission on Drew McIntyre. Strong taken down by Aleister Black. Picks him up. Hits the Black Mass. No, Strong reverses. Again, knows that move all too well from there. Instant classic of a matchup. Oh, Roderick Strong with the big reversal there. Hit with the leaping knee strike. Taken down. Lars is back in. Tosses Aleister Black outside. Drew McIntyre finally up to his feet. Strong in the corner, hit with the forearm by McIntyre. Turns it into a crossface. Lars Sullivan in. Breaks it up just in the nick of time. Aleister Black still outside of the ring. Picking up McIntyre by the head. Hits the freak accident on Drew McIntyre into the cover. Everybody's down 1, 2. And Drew McIntyre, these guys are just not giving up at all. Finisher after finisher. Drew McIntyre kicks out of the freak accident. Aleister Black to one knee on the outside. Strong turns his attention right to him. All 4 men outside now. Roderick Strong into the barricade. Black again. Sitting middle of the ring. It's being the most strategic out of the 4 men in this matchup. Decides against the top rope maneuver. Aleister Black just picking his spot backdrop suplex to Sullivan by Strong. Taken down by Black with a clothesline. Drew McIntyre picks up Roddy, goes for a headbutt. Strong reverses. And Drew McIntyre tossing him across the ring. Turns his attention back to Black. Fez press. Takes him down immediately. Caught Black off guard there for a moment, it looked like. Turns him over. Going for a crossface again. Sullivan is up to his feet. Gets into the ring. And breaks up the submission. Drew into a cover though. Sullivan breaks it up immediately. Strong back into the ring now. These guys doing exactly what we expected here. And then some. Sullivan standing above Aleister Black, but doesn't decide to finish him off. Takedown by Strong. Black trying to crawl to the ropes. Picks him up with one-handed chokeslam right back down. Sullivan with the cover. 1, 2, and Aleister Black kicks out. Lars took too much time there. Picks him up, elbow right to the neck and shoulder region. Strong tosses Drew back in. Oh, a knee right to the side of the face of Aleister Black. And a second one. Strong setting up Drew McIntyre for running knee. Picking him up for the end of Heartache, and he connects. Lars Sullivan still focused on Aleister Black. Going for the cover on Drew. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and Roderick Strong, the underdog in this matchup, pins Drew McIntyre. Roderick Strong may have just earned himself a championship opportunity, whether it's the Cruiserweight Championship or NXT Championship. You can still sort that out later on, but Roderick Strong involved in yet another classic matchup. As the underdog coming in, smaller guy picked up the victory. Roderick Strong is victorious here to wrap up things in part 1 of the NXT Takeover pay-per-view. If you guys enjoyed, leave a like, comment, share, subscribe, and all that fun stuff. We'll see everybody in part 2, which will be out sometime tomorrow.